Hi guys, so I am coming on here because not only talking to the camera is very therapeutic for me, but I could also be helping even just one person with this video. And this video is about depression, and I don't really know what I want to say because my vocabulary is not extended enough in English to be speaking about this just out of the blue. I think I would have to probably like write it down first, all my thoughts, and then make a video. I have been struggling with depression my whole life, and I am just now in the last years I'll come into terms with the fact I just never really knew that it was that necessarily. Again, I don't have the words to describe this. I don't even know why I feel like I want to do this video. Like, I'm not ready. If you are like me, I tried. It's not even that I knew that I was trying to push it away. Like, I was just subconsciously not even addressing. I just never stopped to acknowledge that it could be depression or it could be something. Like, I just kind of always like almost made myself believe that it was the way that things are supposed to feel. Like, I didn't go to no doctor and get not diagnosed, number one, because I was raised in Italy and we don't go to the doctor just because we're depressed in Italy. Like, that's kind of like here they give you pills, all that right away. We're not about that life over there. You know, we see a lot of depression around us in this world already. A lot of bad, sad news. We are almost programmed to believe that if you feel like shit is how is normal. I'm not saying that it's wrong feeling that way. I'm just saying there is another way. There is a better way. If you struggle with depression or low self-worth or self-sabotage, first thing first, do not blame yourself for it. Actually, you don't need to find something or someone to put any type of blame on. It's not about that. It's about releasing it. It's about realizing this is not forever. It doesn't have to be my reality in a couple of years. It doesn't have to be my reality anymore. So all of the guilt, all of the overthinking, all of the blaming, all of the resentment, all of that is out the window in a second once you release it. That's why I say it's not important. And also, I'm saying do not blame yourself or feel guilty about yourself, because most people that suffer depression, in a way or the other, subconsciously or consciously guilt trip themselves on almost anything they do, starting from a young age. And you might not even know that. I didn't know that I was doing that at all. It took me, I still do that nowadays, and then I realized it, you know. Like I said, it's something that was learned, that was programmed. It's almost like we are a computer. Computer has the hard drive. There is a program in there. The computer doesn't even know how he is running. He just knows he's running. And so everyone has different reasons of why they might suffer from depression. What I urge you to do is just look inside of yourself. If you are going through sudden bursts of severe sadness, do not punish yourself for it, for what you're feeling. I noticed that at least I always used to do, and I still sometimes do, to feel guilty for nothing. About nothing. Just, you know, I didn't do this thing right. I didn't say the right thing. I should never feel guilty for learning to be. You should never feel guilty for trying. And you should always be proud of yourself and love yourself, even when you suck, because that's what it is all about. You know how much courage it takes to be a human being, how much You literally putting your whole soul at risk just coming on this planet. I'm saying this because most of the people that are very good-hearted and actually very precious souls tend to be the ones to be the hardest on themselves for no reason. Because what I'm trying to say is that you are amazing. Don't fall into the trap of thinking, oh, I am depressed because I am not following my diet and I keep making the same mistakes and I'm so stupid and da, da, da. That's a very small part. One thing is having the awareness of you needing to do certain actions to change your reality, and it's a good feeling bad. That's telling you you're feeling bad because you're supposed to do this, sir. But that is nowhere near as heavy as the depression and the over punishing yourself. That's just projections of you trying to be perfect that are very unrealistic, that are very unrequired. And pray. Okay, so this is a thing. I never asked for help as far as God, angels. I don't want to use only the word God because religions sometimes put things in a box. Though I do not believe religion is a box. But I believe that sometimes they get put into a box. So I'm just saying, as far as asking help in general, if you feel you will want to ask help to the ancestors, to the spirits of the nature, to God, to the angels, whatever it is. I never did that in my entire life, okay? Until last year. And I realized, and that for me has been literally the support that I never found in humans. And I am mind blown by it because, like I said, I didn't think, it's kind of like, now that I am connected to the angels and God, is like, what was I thinking before? Like, how was I doing it before? How was I thinking? Why was I thinking that it was okay for me to do everything by myself? Because see, one thing is that the angels or the etherical is limited in helping you if you do not explicitly ask for help, okay? Because there is free will on this planet. But once you connect with your soul family, you connect with whoever you have above that loves you, you connect with that never-ending energy of love that we all come from. You will feel not alone anymore. And they helped me so much. And in my journey, things that I would always say to myself, I'm gonna start doing, but here I am 6 years later, still didn't really do it. And after I started praying, in a matter of months, I've done it. And it's because they whatever it is that you connect with, again, it doesn't have to be Christian, it's just the universe, okay? But ultimately it is God. It's just this loving life force. And I want to tell you that, you know what? You're awesome just for having depression, because you're probably having depression because you're too good of a soul. And this world is harsh to take. It's a hard world out here in the streets, you know. So you're awesome. Tell yourself, I'm awesome because I have depression. I'm awesome because I try to self-sabotage myself, because really I'm just trying to be perfect. But really there is no such thing as perfect. Your perfect is just whenever you feel healthy mentally. When you start manifesting, when you start creating, when you start accepting the good in your life. And so be aware of what it is that you feel. Start writing down a journal. So start writing down your emotions, your feelings. Maybe do some affirmations every night before going to sleep. Listen to them from YouTube. Really simple. Just press play, go to sleep. Go and buy books that are talking about self-development and, I don't know, subconscious. One of my first books, they was about the subconscious mind and how, you know, through our childhood we save certain programming into our head that then is just gonna go on repeat in our program, and we don't know it. And it's like, because we don't even remember it. I mean, so it's all about almost like hacking into your own mind, like being a hacker in a computer, trying to figure it out without any judgment. And don't judge yourself if you end up judging yourself, though. When I say don't judge yourself, you're probably gonna end up doing it anyways. Acknowledge it. Don't guilt trip yourself for judging yourself. Acknowledge it. Be like, oh wow, I'm judging myself. What's next? What's next in this judgment? Why am I judging myself? Is it even making sense for me to judge myself? Because probably it's not, because you did not do anything wrong or intentionally. And even if you did, what holding it against you, what it's gonna do for you? Who is going to benefit? What is going to change? You can correct yourself. You can admit if you've been wrong, but then you can also fix it. You can accept it. You can let go, and you can forgive, just like you would forgive others. If you are a person that is accustomed to forgive, you forgive yourself too. And love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Go to events. Go to events that are for personal development, self-growth, and healing. Either it is going to church or going to spiritual gatherings. Just being in a community of people that understands you, doesn't judge you, and is just trying to help other people is a whole different level of healing. Not being so alone anymore. And everything will be alright, child. You'll find your way. Cry if you need to cry. Express your feelings, express your emotions. When you start feeling depressed, don't brush it off like I used to do and do something else with your life to distract yourself from what you're feeling inside. Don't go and watch a movie. Don't go and drink. Don't go and eat. Don't go and call your curry buddy up. Don't be on your phone scrolling through Instagram, just distracting yourself from what's really going on in reality, which is you. That's the biggest reality you can possibly have, is you, yourself. You are your own little world in this big world. So yeah, express your emotions, face it, sit down with them. Sit down with your depression and cry and say, I'm so depressed, what am I gonna do? Go pray, go meditate. Because see, meditation is you helping yourself. Praying is asking God to help you help yourself. Okay, so God can do it for you, but you gotta go. He can do 60, but you gotta do 40 or 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is gonna help you help yourself, pretty much. But he cannot do it all for you. He could, but that's not what this life is about. That's why we're here to learn. We got free will because We chose to grow with our own choices, our own experiences, but also our own consequences. And just know that it's never too late to fix anything. Just know that whatever your heart is telling you is the truth, is what you should do. Whatever it is that you need to do to find your happiness, and even if you don't need to do anything to find happiness, but to feel happy. Guys, the years go by too fast to be lost. And you start little, you start step by step. You see, everything we do is step by step, really. If you look at how life works, we had to be these little babies that didn't even know how to move a hand correctly for going on autopilot like we do now. When we move our body in autopilot, we give it for granted. But how much did it take for us to even get there? And that's just the natural way of things. A tree takes hundreds of years to grow. So don't put a time limit on your own healing. So again, take your time. You're gonna have up and downs. It's going to be a roller coaster. Some days you're gonna realize that you're an amazing human being, and why was I even so hard on myself, and everything is gonna go good and I see it now. The day after, you probably sit on your couch, cry. Look, it's harder to bring yourself to do it than the actual action. You know, it's almost like that phrase that said it took me 10 years to get to the 1 year that changed my life. You know, meaning it's harder to bring yourself to mentally be like, okay, I'm about to do it, you know, choose salad over cake, than to doing the action of eating the salad. Like, that's not hard at all. All you gotta do is the same thing you would do with eating a cake. Put the fork in the salad, put it in your mouth and chew it. Simple, right? Don't think you're gonna have to do this forever on your own. Like I said, there is God and then there is people, but those just, I don't know, I can't really speak on that subject because I never really had like emotional support from people. Anyways, I know I'm getting out of depression. Yesterday I had a whole mental breakdown, but that was one little episode, and it, you know, I had some things are going on within my family. I lost 2 of my family members recently. One of my family members right now, I just heard it is very sick, and so it's hard, you know, guys. Life is hard, and that's why you shouldn't. That's another reason for you not to be hard on yourself. Life is hard enough already on its own. You don't need to be hard on yourself too. Literally, you don't need to. There is no need to, okay? Useless. So be gentle with yourself. Give yourself a hug. I mean, when was the last time that you hugged yourself or told yourself you're doing a great job? You know, we cannot always rely and expect others to do that for us. I don't even know if this video is gonna even make it out to the public, because I feel like I've been saying a lot of things that don't make like too much sense. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Hope you guys are having a blessed day, and keep living, warrior. Ciao.